So the Nipah virus is a virus which is thought to be a zoonotic virus. A zoonotic virus is one that we get from animals to humans. So it's really an animal virus. We see this in bats, and it's considered dangerous that because if humans get it, the death rate is very high. It's about 40 to 70% in humans. So there are no particular symptoms of Nipah virus that are just unique to Nipah virus. The early symptoms are like any other viral infection. You have fever, headache, body ache, some maybe nausea, vomiting, sore throat. But what happens is that after a while, people may develop infection in the brain. So you may have unconsciousness, you may have seizures, and even coma if it becomes severe. So Nipah virus is not very contagious. In fact, there are very few cases of this virus going from human to human. Almost all the cases that have been seen around the world, they've been from bats to humans. And even that is not directly. It may be directly if you handle a sick bat, but also if you eat the fruit which the bat has eaten or been with, or tree sap, which is from which people make sort of food sometimes. So you can get it from that. But human to human transmission is actually not very common. We don't see it very frequently, and it is nowhere like COVID. So there's no really treatment for Nipah virus or vaccine. What we do is supportive care, which means that we treat the symptoms and then we wait for the body to respond to get better by itself. So the thing is, Nipah virus has mostly been seen in the eastern part of Asia. So that would be eastern India, which is West Bengal, which is in the east of India, Kerala, Bangladesh, and then the far eastern countries. So it's really been seen over there for the most part. There's not been a lot of Nipah, or actually there's been no Nipah really in the western part of India, so which borders with Pakistan. And there's been no cases in Pakistan. So Nipah virus really we don't expect that we will be seeing over here really to begin with. The other thing to keep in mind is that there have not been a lot of cases of Nipah virus. So if we give them numbers, so in 2025 up till now, there've only been 10 cases of Nipah in that region, of which there've only been two which have been from person to person. So it's a very low risk of transmission and spread. So we currently do not have a test readily available for Nipah virus. The NIH in Islamabad may have a test that they're developing or they have. But most labs cannot detect Nipah virus, the infection, because, like I said, it's never been detected in Pakistan. It's rare, so the test never really was introduced here to begin with. I don't foresee that we will need to get the test over here also. So the most important message to remember, I think, right now is that they do not need to worry about Nipah virus. Nipah virus is not really something that we will likely be seeing over here. The way that most people get Nipah virus is from bats. And while we have bats everywhere, it's usually close contact with bats. So please don't worry about too much about Nipah right now. Don't worry too much about the WhatsApp messages that you may be seeing. And simple rules of taking care of yourself, healthy exercise, diet should make you feel better.